Bonjour, I'm Jean Paquette, a volunteer at the NUNU Arts and Culture Collective.
Hi, my name is David Morrow. I'm the IT director here at NUNU Arts and Culture Collective.
And I'm Israel. Many of you know me as Zydeco Izrael, and we're super excited to announce our new open Zydeco Jam at NUNU's Arts and Culture Collective every third Saturday of the month from 2 to 4 p.m. We invite everybody to come out and jam and eat some local food at the cafe and dance. See y'all there.
I first started playing stand-up bass with my family band, Les Frères Michaud. One of my uncles was out of town, and my dad and them needed someone to play bass. So I had played triangle before, some guitar. So they threw me on stage with a stand-up bass, and I learned on stage. I first really dove into fiddle when I was 18 years old, and I went to Nova Scotia to learn French. I brought the fiddle with me. So at the same time I was learning to speak French, I was learning to sing the songs I had been playing with Les Frères Michaud for a few years before that. So I really learned playing fiddle a bit on the streets. I was playing busking out for general public, and I'd play little shows here and there. And my brother and I, that same summer, Andre had started playing accordion, and we started Lost Bayou Ramblers the next year in 1999. The music is such a vital part of the culture here in South Louisiana. The music is not only a vehicle for the language, but it is the pride of so many people and so many cultures that are here in South Louisiana. It's part of the riches that we do have in Louisiana. You know, it's such an interesting state. There's so many complexities in Louisiana, and the music is such a huge part of who we are. It's why people come here, it's why people stay here, and it allows us to live the culture.
I'd say started playing music probably when I was very young. My grandfather, he liked to play harmonica and scrub board, stuff like that. And we'd have family gatherings, say if it was a family reunion, whatnot. We'd have family members that played, that would get together and just have a big jam. But it was later on in life that I decided to start picking up the accordion and playing, and that was probably at the age of 25. As far as keeping the music alive, the music itself, if I can put it into terms with myself, if I were to move to another state where we wouldn't have this type of culture or this type of music, it killed me inside. I'd be bored to death. I mean, for a lot of us that are into this type of music or into the culture, this is us. This is how we live. I mean, there's no other aspect that pretty much tops that as far as, you know, our lifestyle here.
I got started playing music through my father, who's also an accordionist. So around the age of 7 years old is when I first picked up an accordion and pretty much self-taught myself. Roughly around 15, 16 years old is when I took off with my group. For the reason being, my dad had fell sick, and from there I decided to keep the band. Besides it being the word culture, Zydeco is us. My definition of Zydeco, it's happy music. When I look around at any musician that's playing Zydeco music, the music, the beat, the feel, it's just happy. And I don't see anything better than having a happy culture.
I got started playing music in schools, but when I did my master's at UL Lafayette, I started playing accordion with Chad Huval and in Zydeco band with Lil Nate. When I graduated, I wasn't done with playing. You know, it's who we are. I couldn't stop. That would have been something that died in me if I did do that. The commercialization of our culture has happened for many, many years. And it's important for the people of this culture to take hold and to live it, to make sure that we're expressing ourselves and showing our children what it means to be Cajuns and Creoles and what it means to be Zydeco or Cajun Creole musicians here.
It is so great that we're having a Zydeco Creole music jam here at NUNU's. There's so many amazing musicians around here. And to give people a place to come and collaborate, and to give people that are just up and coming a place to come and work on their skills and bring their instruments and get young people excited and into it, that's the reason and the beauty of having jams. I grew up going to jams, and we'd get each one turn to play. You'd have to wait on a list, and you'd have to go play and hold the whole thing yourself. It wasn't a jam where there was a bunch of people playing. You'd have to play by yourself with the other members of the band, and it was really, it kind of forced you to really get your stuff together, you know. So there was a little extra.
I tell you what, I think this is a great thing we have going on for NUNU's. I'm very much excited. I'm blocked off my calendar, making sure that I'm available to attend. It's awesome because back when I first started playing music, for any jam session, you had to be as of age, meaning there was no room for kids. It was pretty much the adults at that time. People didn't believe that kids or younger children had any business dealing with Zydeco. I'm happy to see now that that has changed. The younger, the better. But back when I started, it was grown folks music. This is awesome. This is something that we wish you were here a long time ago. This is something that we've been needing, and it takes individuals, you know, like yourself, this event that's going on, that NUNU's putting on. We need more like that because we don't want this culture to die. As strong as it may seem, it's only strongest here in Louisiana. We need to expand. We're not in the other states that hasn't heard of Zydeco. That's where we want to target also. Just not here in Louisiana. This needs to be worldwide. We want the whole world to smile and be happy with us.
I'm very excited to have any kind of jams for the local community to get together and to share in a shared culture amongst the people who live here, and for kids to be able to see that culture. It's important for them to live it and to know, because if we don't, our culture is going to be commercialized and sold back to us. I love to see everything Israel does for the music and for the culture and for the people of South Louisiana. It's important to keep young people interested and thriving in the culture. And it's important for the culture not to be gatekept and shared so that it continues to thrive forever.
I feel that's going to be a real positive effort to keep the culture going. And that's one of those things. I believe in jams, whether they be Cajun, Creole, Zydeco. I believe in that being a key structure to help bring up more musicians within the culture itself. I'm highly delighted to see somebody your age organizing and getting this stuff into play. It's refreshing because we need this. Nobody else is going to pick up the mantle if young people don't have it on their mind and on their hearts to go ahead and move forward with this and decide to keep the culture going how we have it. Community support is everything. If you don't have community support with your jams, your encouragement goes away. So then the encouragement of community support is definitely what's needed, and the interest in it, yes.
Having young musicians be part of the music and elevating the culture by starting jams and such like that is so important, because the last thing anyone ever wants is for it to become a thing of the past. It's got to be a thing of right now. It's got to be a thing of the future. And to have young people involved and to show them that there's a place and to get them excited about the music is the most important thing.